Yeah. Way up.
Okay, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino is here.
Yes, I'm back.
Monday Mainovation.
Mainovation.
People are strange. This guy paid all this money to be a dog.
Yeah, I seen that.
He does look like a puppy, though.
He went
like
for his first walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of control.
That's a big dog. Now, Maino.
So, this is bad.
Let's get right to it.
Let's get to it. It's okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you feeling yourself.
Let's get right to it, baby. It was a very active weekend, and I'm sharing about last night. We'll discuss this even further, but we did have a bet, and I know that you are a stand-up guy.
Absolutely.
I know that you are quote-unquote real.
This is
Do we have any audio of this bet? Okay, what you got?
I'm going with Spence.
All right, well, I'm going with Terrence Crawford then.
Okay, are we betting?
In that case, what you want to bet?
What you want to bet?
Oh, I want you to wear the same outfit for a week.
So if you lose, then what?
You got to tell me. I told you what you got to do. Wear the same exact outfit for 7 days straight. And you can't buy the same thing in different. You got to wear the same exact thing. Okay? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And take pictures.
I haven't worked out what your...
All right,
how you
can let me
paying
know,
me.
But you're going to be wearing the same outfit for
I
a
won't
whole
be.
week.
You're going to do something. I got to
It doesn't matter. You're going to lose. You're gonna lose.
And lose I did. Lose I did.
So let me see what you got on today. What does this say?
Shout out to Money Dreams, man. I got on a comfortable fit.
Money Dreams.
Shout out to Money Dreams.
Let me see what it say. Live only the first. What does it say?
I don't know. But
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? 7 whole days.
Man, I got to pay up.
Not an outfit.
I got to pay.
Change.
I got to pay what I owe.
Can't take it, won't take it.
What outfit change? I don't like this face. I don't like it.
But listen, we have a big show for you today. Not only will we be discussing Maino's loss, we'll also have Offset coming through. Jealousy. We're going to play that interview twice today, as a matter of fact. We had a good time. We had some soul food. We had some tequila. And we had some great conversation. This was prior to Maino losing the bet. So we didn't have a chance to discuss that, but we will. And I know today's Monday Mainovation is going to have to do with honoring your bets. And things of this such. I'm gonna have to cut in.
See, you like the rubbing in. It's all good because if I would have won, I would be doing the same thing.
Well,
so it's all good.
If with this flip, we would all be high.
Yeah, it's all good. Do your thing.
Well, let's shine a light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. Now, I know I want to shine a light on Terrence Crawford today. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Okay, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I'm with Maino. Maino, isn't it nice that you don't have to change your outfit all week? It's like having a uniform.
It's positive.
Yeah.
You got to find positivity in everything. It's all good.
Yeah.
Mainovation.
When's the last time you wore the same thing for a week straight?
It's been a minute.
Okay.
I might do 2 days. I might do 2 days.
2 days of what? No, that's not the bet.
No, I'm saying in general.
Okay, I got nervous.
Yeah.
All right, well, today, of course, shine a light is when we shine a light on somebody doing something positive. And I want to shine a light on Omaha's own Terrence Crawford. You know, he fought a great fight.
No, he did. He fought a great fight.
On Saturday night, knocked down Errol Spence for Errol Spence's first time ever getting knocked down in the second round.
Well, he knocked him down 3 times. Errol Spence has never been on canvas.
He is now the undisputed welterweight champion. And
it's the second time doing it. So he's the only male in boxing that ever done that. So
and shout out to Clarissa Shields.
She's done that.
Who we love,
right.
Yes. And so she was the person that was the only one in boxing, period. And she did it the fastest, too.
And you know what's interesting about that is that Floyd has never been undisputed.
Okay.
He's never been undisputed.
Well, I know when it comes to bets, I'm undisputed up here, okay? Because, Maino, you definitely lost a bet. Now, as we shine a light on Terrence Crawford, there were a lot of people that were doubting him, a lot of people that said that Errol Spence was going to win. You were one of them. And here is Terrence Crawford after the fight, calling out those non-believers.
Well, I've been telling each and every one of y'all for years. A lot of y'all over here looking sad. Ellie, you looking like a ass dude over there because you was going against me. All in all, I get to say I told y'all. because I've been asking for these fights for years.
They tried to blackball him. They talked bad about him. People said he was going to lose. And here we are. Same outfit for a week
and listen,
for you.
sometimes you got to prove people wrong. It's okay. It happens.
All right. Well, good.
Yeah.
Now, who do you guys want to shine a light on? Katira, how are you?
Hi, Angela.
Hi, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So, you want to shine a light on somebody?
Yes, I want to shine a light on my sister and my father. My sister has a store called NVAS Boutique. It's based in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, but it's also all over the internet and taking over the world.
Okay.
And I also want to shine a light on 615 Entertainment. They have a auto home based in Atlanta, 615 Luxury Homes, and 615 Clothing Line. Definitely check that out, 615tees.com. Y'all got to see.
Maino's looking it up. Maino's looking it up right now as we speak.
I'm so happy I got through. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Angela, I follow you on everything.
Well, thank you. We got to make sure we support your brand. Your friend's brand.
Thank you so much.
All right, appreciate
It's my dad and my sisters and his wife.
Your dad, your sister, and wife. Okay, I love the support. You know, some people be hating, but look at you up here uplifting. I love it.
Yes, God's going to continue to bless them. We've been through so much. I'm so happy they can thrive.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
Thank you so much.
What up, big homie?
What's going on with you, Angela?
What's going on with you? Who you want to shine a light on?
I just want to shine a light on y'all, man. I appreciate what y'all doing. I listen to you guys every day, man.
Okay.
I dig what y'all doing, man.
Well, thank you.
Me and my wife, it's all good, man.
Well, shout out to your wife. What's her name?
Audrey Merchant. That's my baby.
It's Lee.
That's all right there.
Y'all so cute.
Yeah.
That's the type of love that I
We
want.
with y'all every day, man. And, you know, it's just love.
Y'all making Maino feel lonely, man.
Good morning.
And all that love.
Thank you. All right. Well, that was Shine a Light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up in case you couldn't get through. You can still get through for last word. And when we come back, we have Yeetie and Maino, since you're here and we were here betting on the fight on Friday. Let's talk about the fight and everything that was happening in Vegas over the weekend. Cardi B was out there.
Yeah.
But who walked out Terrence Crawford in the ring? And that's when a lot of people were like, okay, this is different.
He's going to win because of that?
I know people who changed their bets when they
because
saw
of that.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, personally, I know people. 800-292-5150.
Cocky today.
It's Way Up with Angela Yeetie next.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee and Maino.
New Maino. Let's get it.
Not this week, you're not.
Same Maino.
So as y'all know, Maino lost a bet. He got to wear the same outfit all week. And that bet was based on what we're about to talk about. This fight that happened, Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. Now, the first thing that happened is Eminem walked out Terrence Crawford. And people are talking about how that even happened. It happened on social media.
Right.
And Eminem said that, that he's his favorite boxer right now. And Terrence Crawford said, I would love for you to walk me out. And it happened.
Yeah, that was big.
I was surprised because I know that the conversation happened, but I didn't know that it was confirmed.
Right.
And Lose Yourself is the perfect song to come out to when you're about to win a fight.
You gotta lose yourself to the grind. Gotta adapt.
All right. Now, I see what they're talking about with Errol Spence Jr. Now, one thing that I will say that has been a question for people is he had 2 car crashes, and one of them caused a detached retina from 2019. So some people were talking about how it seemed like he didn't see those punches coming. And so people are also questioning his eye.
But he's had other fights
2,
since
right?
that. 2 or 3, yeah, maybe 2 or 3, because the Sean Porter fight was before the car crash, I think.
He had a retina tear, and so, we don't know if that had anything to do with it, but Terrence Crawford, like he said in his press conference afterward, a lot of people were going against him. He has been wanting to have these types of fights, and now he did have it, and people did see the precision, the power that he has.
Right. But you gotta respect Spence for keeping it very sportsmanlike. He didn't have no excuses. he said, look, he was the better man tonight, and that's just that. I don't have no excuses. Period.
All right. In addition to that, you know, in this realm of Vegas and what was happening out there, Cardi B, this was a big story. She ended up throwing the microphone at somebody who threw some type of drink on her, which, by the way, if an artist is performing and you want to throw stuff on stage, who knows what can happen to you next. So here's what she said after she threw the mic. Now, I see people saying she hit the wrong person with the mic. I'm not sure what happened with that, but here is what she had to say on stage. All right, so
what was that?
One more time. One more time. One more again. Okay, so anyway, that was her response after that. But yeah, she said, "Splash my."
I don't know why
my
people
face.
do that. That happened to me. I've done the same thing.
What?
Yeah, people throwing drinks in your face.
Well, I don't even understand. Like,
I don't know what's that about.
I also don't understand when artists spray the audience with their. I mean, some audience members like that, I guess, but
that's sometimes be water or champagne.
Not cool.
Crazy.
All right, now speaking of fights, also I see that right now Clarissa Shields, she's been wanting to fight Keith Thurman, and I don't know if that's really going to happen, but the two of them were going back and forth on social media.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Yes, and so she said, I'll fight Thurman at 154. So serious, all the respect in the world to him too. I just think I can outbox him. And he said, basically, you know, it was a nice Twitter exchange. He said, you know, I wouldn't wear bigger gloves. I would wear smaller gloves, and I would let her wear headgear too. I don't want to punch a girl in the face. And he said he would do it for a charity event.
I don't want to see
She definitely could beat you. No question.
In what?
Boxing.
You think so?
Clarissa Shields,
Absolutely
the GOAT?
not.
Oh my gosh.
You
Let's
get
set
up
it
here.
up. Let's set it up. I wouldn't even insult her like that.
Why would you play with me? Why would you insert me in that? Why would you put me in that?
Okay. Well, because I would love to see it.
I don't want no smoke, Clarissa.
All right. And in the next YT, we are going to talk about what's happening right now on social media with Summer Walker, Jada Cheese, Desti Dior. They're going at it right now. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. But when we come back, this is nice. We have About Last Night. And it was a very active weekend for us.
I lost. It's okay, Angela. It's all right.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. About Last Night is next, and this is going to be a time because Maino and I were going back and forth too, and may the best man win. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Last night.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Hey, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino is here.
New Maino, not the old one. But maybe the same one this week.
Yeah, maybe the same old Maino all week. All right, so, you know, for continuity purposes, I need to document your entire outfit, the glasses, everything.
So I got to wear the glasses too?
Yeah, everything has to be the same.
This is crazy.
It has to be the same. Just like if you're filming a movie and you need to put on the same, the continuity purposes.
Wow.
You have to wear this to bed too. I don't want to see you in nothing else posting online.
That's cap. Stop playing with me.
But the reason for this, in case you guys don't already know, last week we did have a bet.
We had a bet.
And
I lost.
Here is the audio just to refresh.
Yeah, dance. Keep on.
Who you got?
I'm going with Spence.
All right, well, I'm going with Terrence Crawford then.
Okay, are we betting?
In that case, what you want to bet?
What you want to bet?
Oh, I want you to wear the same outfit for a week.
So if you lose, then what?
You got to tell me. I told you what you got to do. Wear the same exact outfit for 7 days straight. And you can't buy the same thing in different. You got to wear the same exact thing. Okay? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And take pictures.
I haven't worked out what your...
All right,
how you
can let me
paying
know,
me.
but you're going to be wearing the same outfit
No,
for
I
a
won't
whole
be.
week.
You're going to do... It's something. I got to
It
figure
doesn't
something
matter.
out.
You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Famous words. But no, honestly, you did lose, right? And there were a lot of people, and I can't blame you, Maino, because there were a lot of people who bet wrong on this fight. And so you're not alone.
You having a day.
What?
You are having a day. You having a time.
Today's
Listen,
a good
it's
day.
all good. Listen,
Yeah.
they were two titans in welterweights,
Okay.
right? Let's not undermine Spence at all.
No, we're not.
He 3 belts.
Not at all.
Right? 3 belts. He unified 3 belts, and he was ruling. But it was no way of us actually knowing that Terrence was more superior.
Well, Terrence Crawford felt like you should know. Here's what he had to say at the press conference afterward to all of the people that were against him and that were going for Errol Spence Jr.
Well, I've been telling each and every one of y'all for years. A lot of y'all over here looking sad. Ellie, you looking like a ass dude over there because you was going against me. All in all, I get to say I told y'all because I've been asking for these fights for years.
So yeah, you're not alone. There were a lot of people.
And to his case, a lot of politics, you know, had to do with him getting the fight. You know, what promoters he was dealing with, and you know, Bob Arum and.
Well, hopefully today's Monday Motivation has to deal with being
what?
doubted and having people feel like you can't do it and having people go against you. Because we all know what that feels like.
Doubt is actually motivation. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a great Monday Motivation. Not for me to tell you what you should be doing.
No, you know what, Angela? I want to go over there. I want to sit over there, Dan, please.
Well, listen, later this week, I will want you to do that because you're going to have on the same outfit. As a matter of fact, I'm online right now ordering some wet wipes.
Well,
in case we got to wipe under your
control.
arms. But shout out to, what's this brand name?
Money Dreams. Shout out to Money Dreams.
Dreams. You guys are going to get love all week.
All week
long, okay? Money Dreams. We're going to get different angles of you wearing this outfit. We're going to do all kinds of things. So let's enjoy. All right. When we come back, let's get started with some Offset. As y'all know, the song Jealousy came out last week, but I did have a sit down with him prior to that where we talked about a lot of different things. You know, he hasn't done a lot of press lately. We saw the amazing Variety cover story that was done by my girl Janae Bolden, but now we're going to have a chance to talk to Offset here in the studio, and he'll be discussing a whole lot of different things, including the theme of this song, Jealousy. But when we come back, let's just talk about everything that's been going on with him musically. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Offset is here.
Yes. What's happening? What's going on?
All right. I appreciate you. We were talking behind the scenes about when you first got out of jail. I randomly met you on the street at the Buscemi.
Yep. That was 2013. That was 10 years ago.
That was a while ago. So a lot has happened since then.
A lot.
But first, let's say congratulations for being on that Billboard list. Did you see the greatest groups of all time?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, number 11.
Number 11 is great. It's powerful. I feel like it should have been a little higher.
I knew you was going to say that because I saw you like, we're the greatest group of all time.
Of course I would say that, but you know, if you're talking about culturally change the way it sound of music, because then we went past hip hop and then went to country and all the different genres was making the same exact sounds we was making, the cadence of how we was rapping. So I just feel like we could have got top 5.
People would have been so tight because a lot of those were like kind of legacy groups too.
Yeah, it was. I agree with Outkast being number 1 because you know during that time like the downside music wasn't accepted at all. Wasn't nobody winning no awards. It wasn't nothing to break that barrier and to still be relevant right now. And they got diamond albums.
Yeah, they do.
The numbers is matching the skills.
Well, let's talk about you doing music because another solo album.
Yes.
So do we have a date? Because I see the name of it is supposed to be O2. Is that still the title?
O2.
I saw that on like Genius. You know how they have like the album and it'll have like
O2.
a couple. That's what it said.
That's not the name of my album. Nah. I don't know what they talking about.
So you have a title?
I have a title, but I don't want to say the title.
Because you might change it?
Yeah. But yeah, I got a new album on the way. It's fire too. I put a lot into it. It took me a long time to record it. And it's like my breakaway and the show Offset, who Offset is, you know what I'm saying? So even to the performance, all the way to down to the performance.
I thought you was going to come in here just like Michael Jackson. They had this whole thread of all the times you was dressed like MJ.
Yeah, so I'm running. It's like it's like purposely done too, you know. It's just my little silent message because I just feel like I'm Mike. It's my time, and Mike at a point in time he felt like it was his time and took over, and that's what I'm finna do. Like I've been a big Michael Jackson fan. Like I got baby pictures dressing up like him.
That is hilarious, by the way, because people I think don't even really get it. Because sometimes like you showed up at the Spider-Verse, I saw you at the Little Mermaid performances and everything. I saw this whole thread when they first did it. Like all the times Offset came out dressed like Michael Jackson. So is that when you first started dancing? Because that's another funny thing about you.
Yeah, to be honest, that's when I first started dancing. To be honest, Why are you laughing?
Because it's just random. Like when they did that throwback of Offset, you were in the Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I was like 8 years old. Yeah.
8 years old.
Yeah.
People don't think about
it's really iconic. Like people made a joke of it, but if you really think about it, it's really iconic and like how time caught up to itself and where I'm at in life now. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to meet those type of people. I'm honored to be doing that. So when I see the little jokes, it's funny, but it's like
it's dope.
It's fire. At the end of the day, ain't nobody in hip hop can do it. Like, ain't none of the rappers, they just walking on the stage. No shade to nobody. But honestly, like, not put on the show. And so, y'all gonna see what's going on.
So this feels like there's some big plans when you go on tour after the album comes out.
Yeah, big plans.
First of all, I would love to see you for real, like, dancing now. And I know that's a risky thing. No, but I'm trying to think of who did it.
I don't feel like it's risky. I don't give a damn what nobody say, because at the end of the day, like, I'm entertaining and like I'm doing something you can't do. And I seen it a long time ago when we did the BET Awards.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 2018. I was like, I ain't finna do that, bro. Then I was like, I ain't finna show these folk that, but then when I did it, like the response, like to this day, is still one of my most viewed things.
Absolutely, because
like,
people don't do that.
People don't do it, and I just feel like at the end of the day, like I ain't got nothing to prove. I ain't trying to be cool with like, I'm trying to entertain people and be like different from the rest of the artists that's doing what I'm doing, because it's so many too.
Right. I like this new talkative Offset.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable?
Yeah, I'm super comfortable. I'm good.
All right, well, cheers to that. And so when you put out your last solo album, that was Father of Four. Clearly now you're a father of five. And it's interesting to me because I remember when we talked on the Breakfast Club and you talked about not seeing your own dad for 23 years, right?
Yeah.
And then reconnecting with him and then having this realization that at certain times you had your first kid when you were 17.
Yeah.
And not being the dad that you could have been. And then
financially.
But then you also were locked
broke.
up too.
I was broke. I went to jail a couple times, but I always was there for my son though. I always talked to him. I always made sure, like, usually at football practice, I'm there, like showing my presence with him at all times, like that I could. Like, of course I had unfortunate situations like going to jail and being in certain situations, but I always was hard on that because I remember how I felt. Like, you know, I ain't never really hate my dad. I just felt like I ain't understand why you pulled off on me like that, you know? And then it was like, it was certain things my mama couldn't teach me that my brother taught me that might have been wrong to let me to go do it the wrong way to get locked up and be doing these things. But so I always just wanted to be there for him, and I was though. Even though I wasn't locked up and I ain't had no money, I was always present.
You gave your dad grace though, and I think that's an important lesson, right? You knew that there were times you wish you could have did more, because I think as a good parent, you always feel like you're not doing enough.
Right. I just looked at me and my dad like I was like wanting to show him like who the man I became. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like without you type shit, but it was like I was really proud of who I am. I'm like, let me show you what I got going on. Like, I'm your son. Like, it wasn't more of a thing. Like, I was trying to be like, why you ain't?
Right.
Because I know how
I done been in always love you.
And I done been in the streets too, so I know how it be like. It ain't no excuse, but I give you that excuse. Because I done been in situations like me sitting in jail. I can't be there for my son, literally, because of my decisions, what I'm doing. What got me caught up. So I kind of like look at it like that, because now that I got the real story on my dad, who he really was behind the scene, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, because I ain't really know who he was, because it was really, you know, Mom Duke's gonna keep it from me.
Right.
She ain't really want to ever talk about him, you know what I mean? So when I really got to meet him, and then I got to meet my aunties and some of my cousins that's telling me his journey and how he was up when I even met him, I'm like, all right, bet I ain't gonna even make it like that about that. I just want to show him like this is a better way, and like I made it. And I love you at the end of the day, no matter what. And
I saw that for the BET Awards, and that was a big deal, right? You said you were prepared for that in 16 hours.
Yeah, 16 hours. I literally landed in LA at 10 p.m. at night from Paris. Shout out Pharrell too. Like, I was in Paris and we was not knowing if we was gonna do it or not, and we made a decision that we was gonna do it. I talked to Pharrell and he really gave me some real grown man talk. I don't really want to say too much on the interview, but it was like some grown man talk, like handle your business and like doing things for the right moments and for the right people, and just go ahead and do it. I got there at 10 p.m. went straight from the airport with my bags in the car, like to the rehearsal. We sat down, me and Quay, and we came up with the art and the creative on how we gonna do it. We actually flew in a choreographer the morning of the BET to do the choreographer the dancers did in the morning.
Y'all was not playing.
Nah, because at the end of the day, for taking and for our legacy, we really big. We not no small for our little group, you know what I'm saying? So I want everything I touch to be iconic. So we did that in 16 hours, and then like it really cleared my soul, like what I said on my live, because it's like, you know, being on stage with my brother, that felt good. We did it for Tate, who is not here, RIP my brother, but it's like we is a big deal, and we moved the culture, and even like when I walked out on stage, like how loud it was just like gave me like an energy boost.
That's dope. And even afterward, that was the moment that everybody was talking about. Everybody was happy. Everybody was also thinking, oh, this means they about to reunite. But then we saw that got a little bit shut down, but we don't really know.
We don't even know where that came from either, to be honest.
But because people think that. Like, people think, all right, well, they on stage now.
People gotta always realize too, like, we missing a bro. Like, so it's like, it's something missing. Like, and it's hard to move. In our personal lives, it's hard to move like he there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was so great when he was there. We afraid we might water it down. You know what I'm saying? Like we missed a take. Like he's the glue. He's the one. You know what I'm saying? We always said it from day one. Every interview, take that guy. He's the one. He the one who made it. Like his energy, his vibe, everything about it is the aura of the Migos.
All right. Well, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. As you can see, Offset is here, and we'll have a whole lot more with him later on today. And when we come back, we have Yeezy. And speaking of cheating, what's happening with Summer Walker and Lil Meech and Jada Waiter and Destior? We got it for you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino is here.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, let's get into some Yee tea today. As you know, Offset is here. We're playing an Offset interview all during the show, so you heard some of it, and there's more coming up. But let's talk about Summer Walker. All right, she posted on social media, tried my best to be Jada Waiter, but I couldn't. It was cute though. I wish him the best. Can't do that cheating stuff. Damn. You know, she's been dating Meech.
Right. And
people have been telling her that he was cheating, and I guess she must have found something else out. Well, why did you bring Jada into it?
Yeah, why she throw the shot and hit the girl with the stray?
Now, Jada responded, I learned my lesson after one kid. MFers around here starting their own trends and trying to insert me in for laughs on the Shade Room. No. And then Destior, you know, her and Jada are besties, said she could have got the same point across without mentioning Jada. We've all had our run with the N-word, including you. Stop it. So, yeah, don't bring me into your issues.
She could have made a point, but I feel it, though.
Yeah. And I'm sure for her it's also embarrassing because people were definitely telling her, leave him alone, X, Y, and Z. And she was very adamant about how great things were. Sometimes you put your relationship out there publicly, things happen, and now.
So she's saying she can't take no cheating, no level of cheating.
Right. In other words, she's trying to allude to the fact that she feels like Jada kept getting cheated on but staying with somebody, and she can't do that.
But that ain't really her business, though.
Right. Right. Everybody's situation is different. So,
right.
All right. So, yes, I'm sure there's going to be some more back and forth. All right. Gilly the Kid has broken his silence on the passing of his son. As you know, his son was shot and killed in Philadelphia, and he did have his concert event, right? And while he was on stage at Gilly Fest, he did have a tribute to his son, Y&G Cheese. And here's what he had to say while he was on stage.
And even the people that's not in this from the bottom of my heart, that we going to party and we going to live for my son. Long live Cheese.
Man, and I was saying that too when this first happened. I knew he had Gilly Fest coming up, and what do you do in a situation like that? But he did go forward with it, and he did pay tribute.
Pushing forward, man. Many condolences to him, his family. Couldn't even imagine that, bro.
He also posted his son and said, I miss you like Ish, Dev. My heart will forever have a black hole in it. But you know your father got to be strong to hold the family up. Thanks for all the support from family, friends, and all of my followers. Y'all really helping me get through these rough times. Me and my family appreciate and love y'all. Rest well, Dev, and watch over us. No, I got Chase. Love you, Cheese. Oh, man, that is to be.
It's crazy.
And, you know, along those lines, Ayanna Van Zandt has announced the death of her youngest daughter, Nisa. She posted on social media, it is with great sorrow that we announce the transition of Nisa Van Zandt, the youngest daughter of our beloved Ayanna Van Zandt. We are asking for your prayers. Please respect the privacy of her and her family at this time. So there's no further details released on what actually happened in that situation.
Wow.
I know. That is
the worst pain that a human can feel is losing a child.
And I always say, you know, while it's always hard to lose a parent too, that's like the natural order of things.
That's the natural order of things.
Yeah.
You got to kind of respect that, and then you put that in perspective, right? That's the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah. All right. Now, yesterday, Football 365 reported that Jay-Z is interested in purchasing English soccer team. And that is the Tottenham Hotspur from British billionaire Joe Lewis. That family's trust currently owns the team. But he was indicted on 16 counts of securities fraud in the United States on Wednesday. So now it looks like Jay-Z is hoping that he can be part of that situation, according to Football 365. It's just some interest right now.
He wanted to buy it, and the dude got caught up in his own
I think
drama.
When the guy got caught up, Jay-Z was like, here's an opportunity
okay, got it.
with someone else's unfortunate situation. Now here's a chance for me to actually be part of something lucrative. Right. So it's not clear what the purchase price will be, or what other investors could potentially team up with Jay-Z to make this investment happen, but we'll see. Everybody making their business power moves. All right, when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, and we definitely feel like you need to know them as well. I'm here with my guy, Maino. Day one of wearing the same outfit. It's Way Up with Angela.
Day
Under
one,
the Radar
baby.
next.
News. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And it's time for these Under the Radar stories. Okay. First up, the first stadium built for professional women's sports teams is going to be in Kansas City. So that's a huge thing. The Kansas City Current of the National Women's Soccer League will train and play in this $120 million facility starting next spring. 11,500 fans when it opens. And they're saying that could expand to 22,000 in the future. I love it.
Okay.
We love to see it.
Let's go.
As a matter of fact, we need to be there for that opening when they
You gonna be there? They gonna honor you?
No.
Let
I'm
you
going to
speak.
honor them. Okay. That's a huge deal. Now, Carly Russell is being charged. You know, there was a question about whether or not
Right,
they were going
right,
to charge her with anything,
right.
what they could charge her with. That is the woman who told police that she was kidnapped after she went missing for 2 days. She was arrested on Friday and charged with 2 misdemeanors for making false statements to police. They announced this during a press conference on Friday. He said he shares in the frustration that Carly Russell was only charged with misdemeanors and said that he's calling on state legislators to add an enhancement to the law when somebody falsely reports kidnapping or another violent crime. He said existing laws only allowed the charges that were filed to be filed. She was released after posting $2,000 bond.
She did all that for what?
I don't know that we still know, and I wonder when she's going to ever talk about it, or we'll find out what her motivation was. A lot of people were saying it had to do with her ex, but we haven't heard what she has to say.
Or she's still doing it like the Jesse Smollett thing, because he's still sticking to his story.
Listen.
He's still sticking to his story.
He has not ever said that he made anything up.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's discuss. And by the way, this was one of the weirdest stories we've seen, and I opened up the show today talking about it, but we didn't get into depth about it. A man spent $14,000. He transformed himself
Into a dog.
into a collie, into a dog, and he went out for his first ever walk in public. So he's a native Japanese person. He's from Japan, and that's what it cost, right? His name online is Toko Online, and he said that this clothing that he purchased actually helped him realize his dream of becoming an animal. He has his YouTube channel where he shows himself and he really does look like a collie.
Right, but it's just like a suit, though. He just got in and climbed inside of it.
It looks real, though.
It
it's
looks
not like
real.
those Times Square uniforms, the costumes they have.
No, this is
like he really looks like a
it
collie.
cost $14,000.
Yeah. He's walking on 4 legs, and he just, I guess, had some type of fetish to want to do this. He said since he was a kid, had a vague dream of becoming an animal. Now, it took 40 days to create this fashion item, and it ended up costing him about $14,000, like I said.
Sweet.
He really looks like this dog.
Yeah, he looks like a dog. But let me see.
And he's really being walked.
I saw this the other day. He
Yeah,
looks
so
like a fat
If you guys,
dog.
the dog is looks like a dog that needs to run around. But,
Right.
I mean, I guess if you can make your dreams a reality, why not?
Yeah, if that's your dream.
Since a child.
Do what you please.
All right, now Yellow Corp is a 99-year-old trucking company. It was once dominating in the field of trucking. Well, they have announced that they shut down, and that means 30,000 people are out of work. The company stopped picking up freight from its customers by midweek last week, and so the union agreed to not go on strike against Yellow, but they could not reach an agreement on a new contract. They actually had gotten a $700 million loan from the federal government in 2020, and taxpayers hold 30% of the outstanding stock. So what they are saying is this bankruptcy filing, is happening, and that could actually affect our taxes as well. So yes, 30,000 people out of work, and they actually were one of the cheapest companies too to be able to.
And they had a $700 million loan.
$700 million loan from the government. So I don't know what that's going to do for the average person's pockets now, but they're saying that the union granted the company an extra month to make required payments, but they're not doing it. And they're saying that this news is unfortunate but not surprising. Yellow has historically proven that it cannot manage itself despite billions of dollars in worker concessions and hundreds of millions in bailout funding from the federal government. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. Look at you, Maino. I got to get used to seeing you in this outfit. All right, now we do have the Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour.
Don't you?
Yeah, it's a nice outfit. I expect to see you in this tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Crazy. All right, we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Offset is going to be joining us. He would never wear the same outfit 7 days in a row.
Would he lose the bet? So if he made the same bet with you, you would expect him to keep it, right?
Yeah, of course I would expect him to do that. So,
I like that. So I'm going to keep my word.
But we do have a Monday Manovation today, right? Okay, I cannot wait to hear that.
It's a diss record.
And more Offset today. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Again, Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Let's go.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino is here.
New Maino. Same Maino this week.
Yes. And happy birthday, by the way, to Gilly.
Yeah,
shout out to Gilly. It's also his birthday today.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, so that's why Gilly Fest just happened, too. Mm-hmm. All right, let's start it off with some Drake. Drake was doing an interview on the Side Talk digital show. He was in New York, and he was inside Starlet. You know, he is a Starlet's fanatic.
Yeah.
And here's what he had to say about the type of things that he looks for, what he looks for in a woman.
Live at Starlets, you know what I'm saying? Side Talk, though, you know what time it is, man. We're in here, man. I'm wearing Pac's ring. They got my baby mom on the wall over there. Get the gal them to come give you guys a little, you know what I'm saying?
What's the number one trait you're looking for in a ting?
Humor. If she watches this and it's not funny to her, she's a dub.
Which city has the biggest density of tings?
Density of tings.
The most amount of tings in a limited amount of space.
Damn. Denver. Yeah, Scarborough, Martin, Creep.
One word of wisdom for everyone watching right now.
One word. Suck my you heard?
What?
There's a lot going on.
Shout out to Starlets, man.
But you know, his child's mother actually used to work at Starlets. So when he said
Did
that,
she?
Yeah.
I don't remember her working there.
Yeah, we know you would know.
I'm on the Wall of Fame. I mean, when you walk in Starlets, I'm one of the big pictures on the wall.
And he also showed off the ring that he bought that was Tupac's ring, also in this episode.
Yeah, the crown ring.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. All right. And in other Drake news, Fat Joe admitted on his live, and this is pretty funny, that he is jealous of Drake. Here's what he said.
And let me tell you why I might be jealous of Drake. I've never seen a guy people love more, because there's rumors this airplane, which looks like the flyest plane in the world, was actually given to him by a friend. Then there's a guy who owns all the crypto. He buys the Tupac ring for $1 million and gives it to Drake. Bro, they won't give me a pack of socks. Every time I turn around, I hear some about somebody giving Drake some crazy.
I didn't know that they said the plane that he has was a gift.
Me neither. I didn't know that.
I
didn't know that the ring was given to him either. I thought he bought that.
Well, listen, they are saying though, because then I did a deeper dive. And on Travel and Leisure, they have a whole article how Drake got a $185 million Boeing 767 for free.
Wow.
You know, so apparently he got it because they felt like it would pay for itself in publicity.
Really?
Sheesh. All right. Well, Fat Joe may not be wrong.
Yeah, I might be jealous of Drake, too. Man.
And this assessment, we might all be jealous. Imagine you got a plane for free, and you've seen that OVO jet.
Yeah.
And then the ring, he managed to get that for free, too.
Wow.
I mean, he's not off with this. But I thought he purchased it for himself, but, you know, I don't know. All right, now, in other news, Nicki Minaj, once again, somebody is swatting her, and police showed up to her house. I guess somebody keeps on calling in the police and making false reports. All right, there was a 911 hoax call that she had been shot, and police arrived at her house on Saturday afternoon, and yet another prank call. They need to find out who this is.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Because now people are wasting resources.
Yeah, stop playing.
Mm-hmm. Now, one thing Nicki Minaj did do was give a Pink Friday 2 update. All right. And she's saying that this is a masterpiece that'll save mankind. So I know everybody's going to be excited to hear a new Nicki Minaj album.
Yeah.
She's been talking about this for quite some time, and the Barbs are going crazy. All right, now Kanye's Twitter account has been reinstated. It's called X. Have you noticed the X on your phone instead of Twitter now?
I didn't notice it.
Oh, really? Do you use Twitter?
I don't really be on Twitter.
Let me show it to you. So now when you look at the app, it's just a big X. You see the X right there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so everybody's been talking about this, like, why did they even do this? But now they're saying that he had to promise to refrain from posting anti-Semitic content. So that's the deal that he has. You all right, Maino?
It's the outfit.
It's the outfit that you have to wear all week?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk about that more when we come back, because that was your Yee Tea. But it is a Monday.
Main Ovation.
Not only is it Monday Main Ovation, it is day one of you wearing an outfit for 7 whole days. Okay? 7 whole days. Yeah. And not an outfit change. We cannot wait to see how you are feeling after you're able to put on new clothes. I don't want you to take this for granted.
Listen, you know what I do. You know
it's
outfit. Okay. It's okay. Because they know what I do.
Okay.
They know how I put on.
All right, and we're going to be doing random FaceTimes to check in.
It's not a problem. Let's go live.
Sure.
Let's do what we do.
We're going to do random lives to make sure you have this outfit on. So Monday Main Ovation when we come back. And I know this all has to be about counting people out. Okay? It's way up with Angela Yee. Monday Main Ovation.
Now I'm back at it.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Of course, that was Jealousy. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. That is new Offset featuring Cardi B. And here's some more with my exclusive sit down with Offset. Clearly, like, you and Cardi have worked through a lot of different things during your marriage. Yeah. Right? And been committed to each other and been committed to making things work. And even on your last solo album, you talk about that a lot too. Yeah. You know, just being not the greatest husband and messing up. Yeah. And then now there's been some rumors that you guys, first there was a whole thing where this woman posted and said that she was in the house, right? And then you posted something about Cardi and people think that she cheated because you did a post and delete.
Yeah,
so tell us about
all right, so that post, to be honest, like, me and her it's my wife. I love her to death. Like, we going back and forth. And if you got a New York woman, you know, she's a pit bull at the mouth.
She called you country.
I was really lit that night. I was lit. I little Casamigo here now, you know. Okay. I was lit, and then we going back and forth, and I'm like, watch this. And it's like, she got a crazy mind, but I love my wife at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And she crazy, man.
You might be crazy too.
I'm crazy.
Okay, there we go.
We're crazy for each other.
Okay, yeah, let's take some accountability, because I can't believe you did that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that, right, and I read it on the air, I interpreted it differently than what it was. Because when you said, my wife F a N-word on me, gang, y'all N-words know how I come, I thought you were saying hypothetically if she did that. That's what I said. I was like, yeah, I think he means hypothetically. But Cardi definitely set you straight.
Don't pay attention to that country man, y'all. I'm Cardi B, nigga. If I was giving this to anybody, it will be out. I'm not just anybody. Can't me no regular, degular, schmegular, because they gonna tell the world. And I can't nobody in the industry, because they gonna tell too. So please, boy, stop acting stupid.
Are you gonna publicly, like, did you think I need to get online and clear this up, or you think a delete is enough?
The delete is enough. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, them people don't be really knowing what's going on with us for real. Like, they always attacking, like, it'll be straight lies or something, and it'll just be attacking. And to be honest, like, I hate the fact that every time she have an issue with somebody else, or if they bringing me up, and then it'd be like my past would be covering up everything I done did. Like, all this time I ain't did nothing. And then it'd be my past. Oh, he cheated. But it's like, that's be unfair to me, like, cause I be working hard. I haven't done anything. I support my wife, but we got so much businesses and big things going on. And as soon as it's just an argument, they just attack me.
Right.
I'm in the middle, and then now people just go against me, like, oh, you did this, and then me, I'm not even in that. Dude, I don't really be like trying to keep clearing my name when I know at the end of the day, but they talking about it's incorrect.
But then you did that post, and I was shocked at that, because you don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't do none of that. But it's like, you get fed up at a point in time. Like, they be trying to mess up my household with cap, and then bring up my past, and then I can't get past my past, and I know that hurt my wife every time. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't fair.
Now, you think you could cheat on somebody and still be in love?
For sure.
Okay. So I want to ask you this as a man.
That
women want to know, why do men cheat? Like, what would, for yourself,
I can't personally speak on why men cheat, but
like, for you,
like, when I did do that. Like I was in a different space. I was young. I had just got married. I'm getting a lot of money. Really, it was communication. Our communication was good, but it wasn't like I wasn't saying my wants and needs and and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So it was like sometimes you feel like you'll bump heads when you're not communicating because it's like it's hidden gems. We both in the front center stage. We both, all our business is always public. The communication, what it was, I was young. I was on different shit. Like I was on lean and too. Like right. I was making bad decisions, not really realizing it's affecting my family instead of just me thinking about my own. Like, but then when I grow past that, all my growth. Why you think she loved me how she loved me? Like, my growth, I done showed. Like, I'm a real one. Like, I'm not gonna do this. I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't gonna keep playing with you. And then, cause it's affecting you and it's heartbreaking, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the people are still popping out like, oh, if anybody say anything, it's that. Yeah. No matter, it's been 4 years, 3-4 years, no nothing. It's just that, and that sticks, and that be lame, cause it's like, bro, we real people at the same time. And y'all people just be attacking me. When it's no facts, when I'm wrong, it's wrong. When I was wrong, I got on it and said it. Right. Cause I wanted to show her too, like I'm a man that's gonna accept my wrongdoing. And I did that. So when you see me not saying nothing, it be bullshit. Like, and then I just don't be wanting to feed into it because I'm gonna lose at the end of the day. Right.
There's still no winning.
Lose. It's no winning.
And I think going back and forth on social media with people that's really just trying to, get you to respond. And also people trying to be funny. And I saw the meme and you responded to that meme too with the
Miss man, cause I don't be playing with my grandma. They playing with it. I see, like, I laughed at it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, the internet is crazy. You can't win. Crazy. So a lot of times I try to stay away from it because it's like, at the end of the day, you're gonna lose, especially as a man. Like, I see men do it all the time, like trying to even go back and forth with a woman or trying to have your opinion on a woman. Like, as players and as men, we gotta stay in our lane because you're gonna lose like that. Yeah. I don't care if you give an opinion on your Twitter or anything or saying anything about like women topics or anything. That's why you're gonna take an L. That's why if you notice with me, any problem with my wife, I stand down. Right. Because it's women business. She gonna handle her own shit gangster.
Now, let me ask you this as a man. So now let's just say she did, because when people did think when you posted that she cheated, let's just say she did. Would that even things out, or do you feel like you couldn't handle it? All right, I already know. Things out. I can't handle that. I mean, some people feel
and whoever it is ain't safe.
Okay, I saw you did tweet. You saw somebody in her. You saw somebody in her DMs.
They're my wife. Like, they what you don't understand, right? This is my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I'm not playing by mine. Never. And mine is a real one too, though, and gonna let me know. Right. Even if it's a reminder to let me know, like, hey, I'm that.
I feel like she's done a great job of always being supportive and always. Because at the end of the day, it is hard when things happen publicly and you have to justify, oh, well, I'm staying with him because it don't matter. I'm going to go to somebody else. He's going to do the same. She clearly loves you a lot, loves your family, loves your kids.
To death.
Yeah. So I can't see her ever doing anything that would be disrespectful to you. Like, even if,
She a different type of girl I ever, to be honest, like she a G, she pop her mouth and like talk crazy. But on a loyalty level, I ain't never been with a woman that's loyal.
Right.
Like, cause
she put up with a lot of shit.
Put up with a lot of shit, like being keeping all the way 100. Like, she put up with a lot of shit, and like, I'm connected too. Right. Like, I've been in this game, I'm real connected, and like, nothing like clean slate. Like, everything be clean and clear, and like, that's why I'm not playing. So when you playing in the DMs and you thinking it's a game, she's a real one. Mm-hmm. She might be mad at me, but she a real one.
Right. She not trying to disrespect herself.
Goofy, and she disrespect herself. She understand her worth too. Like, she ain't no goofy. So she ain't finna go for no or play no type of game. She gonna let me know so that I know. See what I'm saying? And it's like, hey man, watch yourself, brothers. Mm-hmm. That's my wife, bro. I ain't playing with y'all at all. Right. Dead serious. Like, I'm not playing. I'm risking and everything.
Now, when women DM you, do you tell her too?
I show her. Because it's a trick to me. Okay. I know it's a trick. Soon as the DM come through, I'm like, yeah, baby. Hey, who shot her? You know her? I'm telling off real. Like, hey, you know her?
I do feel like you might see a lot of people that are negative, but I feel like there's a lot of people that love y'all together too at the same time.
Yeah, but it be like, where they be at? When it's time.
I see it.
Where they be at when it's time.
I see people being like, I love them together. I see people being like, fight for your woman. But Cardi's right. A lot of women go through this. It's just not publicly. And it just make it worse that like she gotta have people questioning her and trying to tell her what to do when we know we all done been in situations and.
But it's crazy. Like all these people that'll do that when you. Like, your home is terrible. Or like most of these people, they saying is you not even with nobody. It just irritates me because at the end of the day, it be like, a narrative pushed on me. And I have a lot of growth in my relationship. She's not stupid.
All right, Offset is here. We did a nice long interview with him where we discussed pretty much everything that has to do with his relationship. Some things that he never talks about. We have more when we come back with Offset. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now I'm back at it.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And as promised, we have Offset here with me. Is your business better since you quit the lean?
For sure.
Okay.
Because I'm more intact. I'm more in tune of I'm paying attention to the money and
I remember you were like, it helps me be more creative. And sometimes people get hurt as a crutch.
I feel like back then I was just giving now that I done got clear of it, I was really giving myself an excuse of doing it. I feel like my music, I done made sense. It is way harder and way more thought of and way more processed. And I dug more deep into the artistic side of myself. On the music, I might have been sounding the same and not realize it. Like, it was like when I got off the lean, I was able to critique myself and change myself.
Right.
Before, I was like, I'm set. Yeah, my sound. And then a lot of artists do that and your be sounding the same. You're not really thinking it. Your mind ain't clear. And then as far as the business part of it, like, I was just seeing better for myself when I was on it. Like, I just want better for myself. So what's the steps to get better for myself? And then, and that was the difference off of that than that.
When she sat down and talked to Jason Lee, he was asking her how you got her back, right? After everything. And she was like, that's a question for him to be able to answer. So I was just wondering, what are some of the conditions that she gave you in order for her to give you another chance?
Like, she didn't really give me no suggestions. And so I just made a grown man decision, and I looked at myself, like I said, and said, what am I doing that may be deteriorating myself away from her? And I felt like it was the lean and the drugs, because you ain't really in tune. You're not talking. You more aggravated. I'm giving aggravated vibes. I'm giving not really talking, no communication. She feel like she talking to me, ain't really talking to me. And also, like, loyalty is everything. So I know, because I'm a grown ass man, like, I need to show my wife that I'm with her and for her and not playing around. And like, even if I gotta do the extra mile as far as like stand up under her and we just stand up under each other and missing out on a couple plays of work, like sacrificing that to fix home and being home more and being with the kids more. Cause I was working.
Yeah,
Cause
y'all was on the road.
I'm trying to, at the same time, like me personally, I'm the king of my household. I got to go get it. I got 5 kids. I got an expensive ass wife. I done spent $10 million on my wife.
But she spent a lot of money on you too.
That's my baby. That's my baby. She spent a lot of money on me. But I didn't spend the $10 million on my wife. Like,
you got that house in the yard.
And I'm also.
I like those moves.
And I'm also from the South. Like, I come from the man running the household and the man, and that's what I do with my household. So for me to be the leader of the house, I gotta tighten up. And then that's why when he asked that question, she really ain't say like her suggestions. Cause as a man, I talked to her and told her my plans. Hey, listen, I'm finna get off of this. I'm finna do this. And I'm finna do this for us to be able to push forward.
How hard was it to get off lean?
Well, that was hard. I was doing it from the start of my career. So about like 7-8 years at it. It was hard. I was scared. I was in denial about it. I was scared. Like, damn, if I get out this maybe I ain't gonna make the music the same. And then like, when I did it, the response from like my business partners, people I'm in business with, like I'm more activated on the meetings. I'm texting more, and they like making me feel like, without knowing that I did this, right? They making me feel like, damn, like you're stepping your stuff up. I love the way you're conversating with us. I love the way the communication is. More deals was coming and more bags was coming. So I was like, I did it right. I knew I did the right thing, because the people that didn't even know would be telling me like, I'm loving the new, like how you speaking more and how you talking to us more, and you got more questions about this deal.
See, I like it. How was it though? Did you have like, real withdrawal?
Oh, that's real pain. Man, that was the worst I went through, I think.
Did you do it just on your own, or did you have to go to rehab? Like, how did you do it?
I did it on my own, but it was the hardest ever. I had to call like IVs and get all these things, because like it'll make you cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then,
but
I'll be honest, like during going through it, I was mad that I'm going through this. Like, I got millions in my bank account, and I'm feeling like a J. I'm hurting, my stomach hurt, I can't eat, I'm throwing up and I ain't like how that made me feel. Like when you doing it, you don't know, but it's like when you getting off for it, I'm like, well, that ain't me. I didn't eat for like 3-4 days.
Sheesh.
And then I could eat like applesauce, and then I'm young, so I'm like, boy, hell no.
So just in the house while you were just by like.
Yeah, designated for myself, like away from everybody though.
Okay.
I can't keep the bros around and they still doing it, because then it might make me, because it's so much pain. That is almost like a painkiller. Like if I did it, I would feel better. So I just like cleared everything and like prayed with my mama. What made me also get off of it was like, it was just like different people that I love was telling me, like my mama started telling me like, you ain't acting like my son. You got like an attitude when I'm talking to you, or like, and that touches me.
Yeah.
A different
It makes
way.
people act real angry.
Yeah, you be aggravated.
And have like a quick attitude.
You be aggravated and be like,
And then not just go to sleep, but like pass out.
yeah. Then my skin got clear, everything. I just turned to like, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cleaner, everything toned, everything look good.
All right, Offset is here, and normally Ask Ye would be next, but of course we got to do some more with Offset because he's in the hot seat. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. More Offset when we come back.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Offset is here. I gotta ask you this, since you said we could have a little fun with this. All right. What about sex on lean? Did it get...
See, I don't know about the rest of these guys, but see, I have sex to please my woman. I don't have sex for me. A lot of guys be tripping. They be having sex for themselves. Like, to be honest, if we gonna talk about sex, like when I have sex with my wife, she's going to
Right.
That's my mission, is for her to come, and like not for me to like. I be trying to. I want to teach the game, man. Players, her down. That don't really make you the pro. Like you think like a lot of us thinking being the alpha is like beating it down. You gotta do enjoyable things to your woman and make her feel like this is an out of body experience. Like me and my woman is like, our body's so tired because I know what to do when to do it. See, I was on lean but still handling my business. See, I never had no issue with that with wifey, you know.
Okay.
She gonna shiver when
Because I've heard about what do they call it? Lean? I don't even know, but I've heard about that. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
You're like, we
Trust
didn't have no
me.
problems in that area.
No.
What about when you guys are arguing? Because sometimes people argue because they still could be physical with each other. Are y'all still intimate with each other when you guys are in an argument? Or is she like, don't touch me?
Oh no, she ain't never like, don't touch me. When I touch her, she just
Because
melt.
you know how you could be mad at your man and you be like, it's over for you. Or,
see, you gotta know you gotta see as the man, you gotta know when and where to creep in. You gotta let time go by a little bit. You gotta be a player about it. You can't be then try to go. You gotta let some little time, but then you gotta slide in there.
You
like,
still mad at me?
You gotta know her points, like, and know what to touch and what to do.
So she is on the new album. Is that the love song for women that's on there?
Love song.
Because I heard you say in the Variety interview, you did say there's a song for women.
I got a couple songs for women, but our song is for the jealous people. Jealousy, you know, for the jealousy that's always out there trying to throw a little dirt on us, on what we building in our empire. We always keep our turned because we fun and like, she gangster, I'm gangster. We always want to just have a good time.
You know what's great? You have a lot of women around you as far as working, right? Because even like your team, I know your A&R is a woman.
Yeah.
And then
Even
Shishi, who's here with us, you
my
have
creative director, shout out to Shishi in the building.
But I think that's dope that you have a lot of women that are influential in your life.
Because the women have the sauce. So I'm saying, without the women, you're gonna be lost. Women making the lingo right now. Women killing us in the rap. Women no
killing
style.
us, you said.
Like for real, they got advantage in like, I grew up with my grandmother and my mother. So I grew up with women, so they just be the keys to life. And so that's why I got me a strong woman. Like, they're the key to life. Like, these people will help you get to different levels that you gonna get to just with the support of them. Like, a woman's support is just different.
And Lotto's on the album.
Lotto's on the album. I got Chloe Bailey on the album. I got some females on the album.
All right, now Offset, we are recording this interview in advance. Do not do no up between now and when this interview comes out.
Oh, I ain't.
Okay.
If you notice, I came. You the first person I pulled up on.
No, I appreciate it for real.
I ain't did nothing.
I want to make sure, okay, that we don't. So everything is good at home. You're making sure, right?
Yeah, we good at home.
Okay, good. That's all.
For sure.
And I do, like, I really, really do like Cardi a lot from the beginning of her career, and you guys as well, and you. I see that there's a lot of hate, and y'all talk about it, you know, all the time, and you're aware of it, so just make sure you don't fall into it. That's all. Because sometimes all that stuff on social media.
I want to say something too, man. Like, I f***ed up in the past, but don't hold me to that. Because, like, a lot of the time, like, y'all be holding me to that. Don't hold me to that. Like, I love my wife, bro. Like, and that could be affecting home. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody, if you was in our shoes, you wouldn't want nobody just always talking about what your relationship is. Like, don't be trying to, like, tear us down. Because at the end of the day, we a strong family. we know the truth and we gonna stick through and then you gonna look like a fool. Stop throwing me in bro. I done grew a lot. Respect it. Like, I done grew a lot. You don't really be seeing about me. And then it's always bullshit. And I'm not gonna be the one who always respond because I'm not trying to. I be feeling like that make you guilty too. Like when you be responding to that's totally false.
Yeah,
you know
and they make it a bigger story and they make it last longer.
And it lasts longer.
Yeah, and I do want to say the last thing I want to say is I saw on social media you said I'm cold-hearted and unhealed.
I'm unhealed. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lost my brother.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not healed. I'm not good. And like, this don't help nothing. Like, I be feeling like people don't be like, we stars, so people be like, thinking it's just cool. Like, but I'm a real grown man.
A human being.
I cry every day. About this bro. Like, at some point, it me up every day. And then it be this type of bullshit on top of that be like, too much for me. Like, I'm dealing through personally, like, and people's opinions matter nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you feel it.
What's being said. And it's like, I play cool, I smile for the cameras, I do fashion week and do all this, but behind the scenes, like, I need my woman to be there for me for what I'm going through. And then you making it harder for me by bringing up bullshit or my old past when I'm really going through some other
Yeah, it's too much.
It's just too much.
Are you addressing any of this on the album?
Of course. Hell yeah. I put all my feelings into the music because I don't really do interviews. I don't do the online
I know.
thing. And like that. That ain't really my taste.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you came up here because I am very supportive of both of you. So I feel like I got a lot out of this too. And I know people who are listening did as well.
Yeah, I love her. So you can stop playing, bro. Straight up. Not playing.
Stay out them DMs.
Stop playing. In general, it's my wife. I will go on your shit about my wife.
All right. Thank you so much. It's Way Up with Angela Yee Offset. All right. When we come back, you guys get to have the last word. If you want to talk about this interview, if you want to place a bet with Maino, whatever it is that you want to do, call us up 800-292-5150. Last word when we come back.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I'm here with my friend. Can't miss him because he's going to be wearing the same outfit for a week. Maino is here.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
You're not going to have 7 of the same outfit, right? You're going to wear this particular.
I'm going to have the same outfit.
All right, so I need
and
to
I'm going to wear it.
Mark something on here. So
no, you don't. No, you don't. Stop playing with me. So I'm going to keep my word.
Okay,
I made a bet and I'm going to stand on what it is.
Okay.
It is what it is.
How were you feeling? I'm just curious. While you were watching the fight, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence
I was
Crawford.
very surprised.
Okay.
I was surprised because I was one of the people saying that it was going to be a close fight. Like, it was going to be hard to call. And a lot of boxing analysts, you know, a lot of people was like, man, this is, you know, it's almost 50-50. They wasn't sure. But as time started to go and as I started to look around, a lot of boxers were saying Crawford. Like Canelo.
Yep.
But it is what it is, and that's how life is.
When did you get nervous
that
you were going to lose? Was it the second round or like?
See, the first time he got knocked down, it's just a knockdown. That don't mean you're going to lose the fight. It happened early.
Yeah, and
so
mentally he's never been knocked down before,
Right.
so I'm sure that hurt him.
But he could have came back from that. I just don't think that he had a contingency plan. The plan that he had, I don't think it was working. He was supposed to adapt and adjust and figure something else out. He just kept moving forward. He just kept coming with the same punches and three times.
Well, you know, it's a blessing for me because
It's a
I won the
blessing.
bet.
Why?
I
Why
don't
is
know
it
what
better?
I would have had to do if I lost
You
the
would have
bet.
to do something
but
crazy,
Yeah,
though.
no, but we
Yeah.
didn't. I told you we didn't have to worry about that. And today, Monday was great. We had Monday Main Ovation. You know, we talked about the fight. But one other amazing thing that happened is Offset came up here. Offset doesn't even really do a lot of interviews.
Right, that's
so
dope.
it was a blessing for him to come up here to talk
Yeah.
about his new single, Jealousy, that he has with Cardi B, discuss his relationship. He has a problem with all of you haters just trying to say any random thing
Indeed.
online, and I know that can't be easy. And speaking of relationships, shout out to my girl Moni Love. She got engaged, so I saw that her man proposed to her at Rock the Bells on stage.
Yeah.
Yes. Love you, Moni Love, and congratulations, all right? And of course, you guys get the last word, 800-292-5150. Let's go.
This is Will from Jersey. I just wanted to shout Maino out, man. Like, he was one of the realest ones. And I love all his music, and I love everything that he do. You know what I mean? He be coming out to Brick City and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Maino is that one, man. He's the real deal. And I definitely respect everything he do.
I want to shine a light on my wife, Sharice. I recently just had a heart procedure done, and she was with me 100% of the way, making sure I'm on the right track. I just want to let her know that I love her, and, everything's going to be okay. And, just shout out to everyone who's dealing with heart disease and whatnot. Just keep on persevering. We'll get through it together.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.